Recovery efforts, they continue in parts of North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, Tennessee, Virginia, and Florida. We have communities all across Appalachia. They are completely devastated. The situation tonight is dire. And according to reports on the ground, the Biden administration, they have been making it worse, and they have been totally tone deaf for over a week. This has been the worst federal hurricane response in the history of our country. On X, Elon Musk, who's been extremely generous and helpful to people in terms of restoring communications, he said FEMA is not merely failing to adequately help people in trouble, but they're actively blocking citizens who do try to help. He detailed a claim from a SpaceX engineer on the ground who's accusing FEMA of blocking shipments of Elon's emergency Starlink terminals, which Donald Trump asked him to send, and he generously sent. This is soulless, it is unconscionable, it is unforgivable. But in a statement, FEMA just frankly outright denied the allegation and promoted their coordination with Starlink during various natural disasters. Well, apparently the message didn't get to the owner of Starlink because that name is Elon Musk. And meanwhile, in a letter issued to Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas, Congressman Matt Gaetz of Florida details claims from government whistleblowers that, quote, FEMA has wasted taxpayer funds, misappropriated funds, left other federal, state, and local responders without deployment orders on the ground. The letter continues, quote, hundreds, if not thousands, of service members were deployed by the Department of Defense to North Carolina, and they have sat idle, waiting for FEMA. We have confirmed FEMA employees deployed on the clock, awaiting orders, are in hotels when people their very lives may be at risk even a week plus later. Now, FEMA pre-disaster aid was withheld, exacerbating the emergency, it goes on. It has been a full week plus already. Don't forget, we only found out yesterday, a week after the hurricane, that according to DHS Secretary Mayorkas, he said it. He came out with the truth. I don't know where it came from, a miracle. That FEMA is almost out of money and has been slow to distribute hurricane relief funds, even though it's been a very slow hurricane season. And now we know the reason why, which every American should be infuriated about. Biden and Harris raided FEMA's budget. They spent $1 billion+ on housing, food, education, health care, sex change operations, debit cards, expensive hotels all over the country for Harris and Joe Biden's 11.5 million plus unvetted illegal immigrants, many coming from countries with terror ties, many from our top geopolitical foes. And we know there are known terrorists in this country. We know that dozens of Americans have been murdered by their unvetted illegal immigrants. Dozens have been raped, even children. We know that there are hundreds of victims of violent crime by Harris Biden unvetted illegal immigrants. We know all of that is true, and it's cost this country billions, and we don't have money for the people in North Carolina, Georgia, South Carolina, Tennessee, and Florida. Here's the cold, hard truth. Biden and Harris have prioritized their obsession of illegal immigrants over all of you, the American people. All the people in North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, Tennessee, Florida, they've gotten almost nothing. So far, a one-time $750 payment, although they've only distributed about $4 million of that as of yesterday, and a promise maybe more money down the road if FEMA can find the cash, which they don't have as of now because they gave it away to Harris Biden illegal immigrants. Meanwhile, Kamala, totally tone deaf. Even a Hollywood fundraiser took precedence over hurricane victims. Joe sat at his, backside on a beach chair. This is why it's Kamala's Katrina. She's the border czar. That money came from FEMA, went right to her illegal immigrants that she said weren't here, that the border is secure and the border is closed. The president, well, he's totally checked out.